All right, so apparently, wow, this is the quickest way I've ever gotten into a video. But today we're here to talk about Brave Frontier Legion getting delayed again, which apparently has been happening a lot according to this post. So let's read what the tweet says and see some of the comments, and we'll be out of here. Notice of release postponement. The title was originally scheduled for official release in late June 2025, but the release date has been postponed. We are currently making adjustments with the aim of releasing the game in July 2025, and the development team is working hard to get it to everyone as soon as possible. So that's cool. I guess I am glad that they are postponing it to. I don't want to zoom in that much. Uh, I'm glad that they are postponing it, especially if the game is not fully done or it's not up to their standards. I'm glad they're doing this, but I'm not gonna lie. This thing right here, I don't know how to feel about this. So, first of all, the thing says act shocked by another delay notice, and this person says, not sure how they expect this game to do well. To be honest, with the constant delays, every time it reaches around the time of new release and they don't show gameplay outside of a single screenshot, the game was just doomed in my opinion. I'll try it, but I really just think it's best to wait for it recoded so that we can have a good game again. It's such a joke of a company right now from them. Now, I don't know how to feel about that because, like I said, I am glad that they aren't trying to rush this out. Like, I'm glad that basically the second they got this done, they were like, all right, guys, let's release it. Because if they released it the second it was done, there'd be people complaining about the issues that the game is going to have. And don't get me wrong, the game is probably going to have day one issues. Cause that's with a lot of games, a lot of mobile games that come out. There are issues day one. So this game will probably have that. I'm not going to lie to you. Though I do agree with um, them not showing gameplay besides a screenshot. I do agree they could show more because I still don't think we know what this game is going to be. We think it's a card game, but we don't know because we just have screenshots. So I do think if they do delay this game again, oh, almost dropped my phone. I think if they do delay this game again, they should show like a footage of it so we know what we're getting instead of kind of just being like, hey guys, look, listen. I know we haven't showed any gameplay, and we just showed you guys a screenshot, but trust me, bro, this game's gonna bang. I do think they definitely could do that. So I agree with that. I don't think the game is doomed because the game isn't even out yet. We can't judge it until we have the game in our hands and in our phones, I should say, and we're able to play it instead of just basing it off of them delaying the game a lot. So there are some stuff I agree with in there, but there are some stuff that I disagree with. So yeah, let's see what the comments are saying. Can't really blame them for the development nightmare. They tried to jump the NFT train again and fell face first. Then they tried revolutionizing the game play and barely got the JP fans to even know about it. At this point, it's a wonder if they will ever be able to return to the OG standard standard of a global server if I ever. Okay. I really wish they had just kept Brave Frontier online on live support, or at least made an offline version. If they would just put that out for like 10 to 15 bucks, I'd be there. There'd be a number of players who would buy. I know I would. God, okay, that was hard to read. Basically, what bro is saying is, if they made Brave Frontier offline for like $10 or 15, people would buy it, and I'd have to agree because, yeah, like bro, we're able to still play Brave Frontier in 2025 for just like 15 to 10 bucks. Yeah. It would make bank. And then, oh man, you know what they could have did? What they could have did? They could have sold this on the App Store and Play Store and whatever for that amount, and then a lot of people will buy it, so they'll be able to make money and maybe re-host the servers and stuff. I mean, I'd be down for it. I just think kind of expensive, but I think if they did do that and they made Brave Frontier offline and you had to pay for it, I think they should refresh all of the content. So that way you have to not do everything again, but certain things over again. So that way, I don't know. I can kind of see both sides because I can see one side being like, dude, I don't want to have to do all that content again. that I've been doing for the past X amount of years, just to do it again. But at the same time, I can see the other side being like, yeah, man, they should reset everything so that way, we can experience stuff again. Oh, no, they should have. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about all the stuff they could have did for this offline version. They could have did a thing to where they kind of did for, I think it was Brave Frontier 2, to where you would get gems and you could just buy the character outright, so you don't have to summon for the character. So I think if they did something like that, like an offline version, I think it would have worked. I think it would have worked somehow. Maybe added dungeons that dropped certain characters instead of just you being able to buy them outright. But I think it could have worked. I think this game development took an intense turn from the initial gameplay screenshot after it gained decent traction on the Brave community, and they are quickly rushing it out to get it to expectations and demands of players that want a turn-based pixel RPG from the first Brave Frontier. The expectation was to get 10k pre-regs, but it slowly grew after hitting milestones in a short period of time. It was like a 10,000 pre-regs. Also, a lot of comments from JP players are wanting to play this game, or wanting to play OG Brave again. Okay. Just release the original game with improved graphics, UI, quality of life, etc. I guarantee they need to make. I agree. If Gummy's smart, they would put Legion out when it's like fully cooked up, and then see what the talk of this is going to be. And if this is good enough, I imagine they can make money to bring back the OG Brave Frontier, or someone could just buy it, because it happened with Bloodline and Revive Witch, to where the company that made it killed the game, but someone bought it and then it's back now. So they could do that. Someone could just buy the rights to it, even though we have Brave Frontier recoded, but you get what I mean. Let's see if something good comes out of this. After says July 17th, the only issues, I don't have enough storage space. How big is this game gonna be? I'd rather wait for a finished and polished game rather than having an unfinished slot. True. Very true. That was something I was saying earlier, to where if they released it basically the second it was done, I don't think with this you can win, because if they released the game the second they had it done, like if they said July 1st and they released it July 1st, but it had a bunch of issues, a lot of people would be upset. Rightfully so. Definitely rightfully so, because they'd be like, yo, you guys could have just left this, like not released this and worked on it a little bit more, so this way we don't have all these issues. But then on the other side of the thing, people want to play this game, and I get it. They want to play the game, and they don't want to have to keep on waiting for it to keep on getting delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed. They want to play it, but yeah. In this situation, you can't make everybody happy. I definitely agree with this comment, because yeah, I will always bring this up. I know you guys are probably getting tired of me saying this, but it's like when Sparking Zero first came out. Like, everyone wanted to play this game, me included. I bought the game day one, and it's fun. Don't get me wrong, Sparking Zero is fun, but a lot of people think that if they basically didn't release the game last year but released it this year, it would be received better than it is, because the game was received really good, but it could have been received a little bit more better if they didn't rush it out. And that's honestly how I feel about that too. So definitely agree with that. You're cooking here. I honestly think that it's best to have the game delayed than rushed out. Silksong comes to mind, but on the other hand, I cannot trust them enough. Sure, Brave Frontier was a gem, but ultimately it failed because it was too good for its time. So just enjoyable enough without spending I don't know what that is, which mean not profitable. They got that and ended up selling the IP, and if I'm correct, or the right to their art, one would be a fool to think they will not once again. They will not. What? One would be a fool to not think they will put once again so much love into a game without making it a milk cow. A milk cow? So I'm with you. It's the best way the best is the way for Recoded because I feel like the fans will do a better job to satisfy us than Gummy. I mean, they could literally get the game. They could literally get the game come back from the dead with a snap of their fingers for maybe. Anyways, all right. My brain hurts from trying to read that. Basically, bro saying, like, it's good to not rush the game out, which I agree. I definitely agree. And they are saying, I imagine Gummy could definitely just bring back the game if they wanted to. Don't know why they haven't. It could be because they're bankrupt or something. But I definitely do think that. I think Recode is going to be really good. I really do think it is. Because I do agree. The fans of something would be able to cater to the fans more than a company because, companies think about money first. They want to make sure that their product is good, so this way people spend money on it, blah, 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 blah. But the fans, though, because I don't think Recode is going to have any, I don't think you have to buy, I don't think you have to spend money on this. So, yeah, for sure, no one wants to rush the game down to wait however long is needed, but I just don't expect much from them at this point. Really hoping it ends up good enough. It ends good, though. I want Old Break for cheer back, so I've been on Recoded waiting. The waiting game. Anyways, okay. All right. Oh, it's been like 2 months in a row. Oof. It's definitely not good. Okay. All right. Anyways. Yeah. So this is getting delayed again. And once again, I don't mind waiting for this to come out because this way they're able to fix some stuff and maybe the reason why it's getting delayed is because they're going to change the way the game is. Since if they went from just needing like 1,000 pre-registers and they went to like 100,000, they're probably like, oh shit, dude, we might need to change up the game so this way it's different than what people think. We don't know, but yeah. So Brave Frontier Legion is delayed. It's supposed to come out this year or this month because we are in July, so they have time. But if it gets delayed again, I'm not gonna be upset. I'm not gonna be upset. I just dropped my phone. I'm not gonna be upset because that means that they are probably fine-tuning the game and possibly doing things a little bit differently. So, with all of that being said, I think I'm gonna wrap up here. Did you guys even know about Brave Frontier Legion until this video or the one I made about it like a month ago? Whenever this game comes out, are you gonna play it? And I don't think this game is gonna do collabs, but if this game does do collabs, what collab would you want it to do? And honestly, I don't know because we don't know what the game is gonna be. I think it's a card game, but if it's a card game, Yu-Gi-Oh's right there. I'm just saying Yu-Gi-Oh's literally right there. But I doubt Gummy's gonna be able to pull Yu-Gi-Oh. But it would be cool if they did. But yeah. So that's it for this one. See you guys in the next one. I am so mad that in the beginning of this video I said I almost dropped my phone, and I dropped my phone at the end of it. All right, well, see you guys in the next one.